Hello, my name is RepentMF, Matthew Nelson. I am going to record Kamiko, Yamato any percent for you today. This is a game developed by Skipmore and Kankikuchi, and it was developed in 2017. Top-down, 2D action adventure puzzler, and it's a lot of fun. It's really fast, and I would love to see it at another GDQ. I was there in AGDQ 2018, and I would love to bring this game back. I'm actually also submitting a race with MD Mason, so that would be a lot of fun to see. Without further ado, I will get started with the run. 3, 2, 1. So normally we use Japanese because it is 2 text boxes faster than the other language, which would be English. This is Yamato, and we are playing on the PC version. And we just activated our first shrine, which there are 4 shrines in every single level in the game, and that's our goal, is to activate all of them. And right now I'm just trying to combo a lot so we get a lot of SP, and SP is how we get things in this game. We get treasure chests, we unlock doors. And a long time ago, when the game was first being ran, we thought that using this thing called a death abuse was faster. It's where you go ahead and take like an intentional death around this area of the game, and you regain all of your health and SP. But it's actually faster to keep up a long combo going and to get chests that way. On the PC version, you can play on Steam, and they allow you to do macros with your inputs. And the game actually has this really cool feature where if you use the D-pad for movement, you go a little bit faster than normal. Probably 1.5 times as fast as if you were just using the analog stick. And the macro allows you to still use the analog stick while you're using D-pad movement. We actually have enough SP to go get the final shrine. And once every single shrine in the level is activated, you get to go fight a boss. It's actually how you progress through the game, is just unlock all the shrines and beat all the bosses. So this is the first boss. He has a very set pattern of what he does. He shoots these orbs at you, and then after he's done shooting 2 rounds of orbs, he just jumps at you. And the fastest way to make this fight go is to have him do the least amount of hops. And you can actually manipulate him based on where you're at on the screen. So if you saw, it was very deliberate where I was placing myself on these switches to make him hit, so his attacking phase would end and he would show his weak point. Same thing here, but instead he's going to jump a little bit faster, and that makes him jump more frequently. Now we're going to stand a little bit more vertical on this part, so we don't get hit by any of his orbs because his attack pattern changed. And that is the first boss. I went to go split because I'm so used to splitting, but I only have the one timer, no splits on it. The run for this game is anywhere from 22 minutes to, I'd say, the average is 25. The world record is 21:49. And we haven't found a lot of glitches recently, but there's one glitch in this level that saves probably, let's say, anywhere from 8 seconds to 15, I believe, depending on if you do it optimally. Now, something I have not really mentioned is the enemy spawns. They are all random. They are based on your position when you enter an enemy spawn zone, but it's so slight in variance that it may as well be completely random. And speaking of the spawn zones for enemies, you can actually step outside of their spawn zone so you don't spawn them at all, and that can be advantageous sometimes. Sometimes just running is a lot faster than having to spawn them and fight the enemies. Another good strategy to do to make things go faster is leave one enemy alive so you don't have to kill an entire spawn later on when you have to go back through an area, because the later levels in the game actually do have quite a bit of backtracking. So the skip for this level is coming up. So what we did was we opened the chest and then paused, because there's that slight bit of time where the game is not registering that the character's movement should be halted. So we're able to pause right in the middle of the treasure chest animation. And because we do that, we can move during the treasure chest animation, or during the bridge appearing animation, excuse me, not treasure chest. Now I'm a little low on SP, but I was able to keep my combo going. And different enemies have different amounts of health. So to make the run go faster, we prioritize enemies with lower health, because the more amount of swings that you have to take, the slower that your movement speed is going to be, and this game is really all about movement speed. Not a great position from him there, and that guy is very scary. We do not want to drop this key. Something I haven't mentioned yet is that items go back to their original spawning point if you drop them. The item I just picked up is a little bit different. It's a consumable. It's called a secret, and it's a little bit slower than just comboing people, but in this specific level, it's better to pick up the secret, because the routing just hasn't made sense for us to try and combo our way over there, because we're taking the key down to that door at first. We're on to the second boss. And the secrets just do the same thing as intentional death abuses, where it just refills all of our health and SP. See if we can early hit him. Yep. So normally that part will come over to the teleporter, and you're expected to just wait at the teleporter before he arrives there, but you can actually just run out of it early and hit him before he can run away to the other teleporter, because he'll go back and forth. And we're on to level 3. This is the Scorching Labyrinth. New mechanic, new feature gets added here. It's called Kill Rooms. It's a very, very, very prominent, I'd say, feature in a lot of dungeon crawlers. You can't leave the room until you kill all the enemies. And this area's boss actually makes that feature known as well. Now, I just performed a cutscene skip, just like with the bridge skip from earlier. And I kept my combo all the way across that bridge. That way, if I can keep it on the way back now, we won't have to pick up the secret for this level. Nope, okay. We don't have to pick up the secret because we have our combo still going. And that saves about 3 or 4 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and hit one of these guys. Alright, so far so good. And we just want to start our combo going. The way that the combo works is the number of enemies that you have in your combo will actually add on to your next amount of received SP. So if you kill one enemy, you'll receive 1 SP, and the next time you kill an enemy, you'll receive 3 SP, because it's 2 combo, so 2 plus 1, and just keeps going up like that. Just cleaning out the area, because those guys can be a little annoying going back, and we will have to backtrack through this section like I was saying. We'll have to be a little bit careful around him. He can usually make us drop our orb. Same thing with these guys. That should be our last shrine unless I missed one. Nope, that's all of them. That can happen too. We want to make sure that we don't lose all of our health, so we'll go ahead and pick up a health pot. Those are strewn about the world, and actually I had some back here. I just wanted to make sure that I did not die, because that costs anywhere from 6 seconds to potentially 30. So dying in the wrong place can really cost you some time. This is the level 3 boss, the kill room boss. So it's just going to spawn a bunch of enemies while putting out bullets, and we have to avoid the bullets and hit the weak point. I'm going to stand over here just so I can react to the orb drop a little better. And not have to worry about clearing out more enemies. Now I'm going to use the special. I used this earlier, I don't know if I described it, but you basically just use 150 of your SP in exchange for a super powerful attack. We want to keep our combo going, that way we don't drop below 200. And that's the fight. Going into level 4 with anything less than 200 can really mess with your routing. And this level really puts a lot of what you've learned to the test. A lot of the spawns happen like that. Spikes everywhere. A lot of backtracking and trying to, as a casual player, remember what you just did so you can solve the entire puzzle, because the map is just one big puzzle. We're just knocking out some of the more annoying enemies. The tower-looking enemies are called demons, and they will ruin your run, like that one right there. They shoot orbs or bullets in all directions. Can be very hard to dodge when you're doing a item carry like we're about to do. We just want to make sure that even if we spawn anyone, we don't run into them. Because if we do, we are wasting a lot of time. That's our first shrine. Yeah, that was about, I think, a minute and a half into the stage, and that's your first shrine. It takes a very long time to get there. A lot of setup, and a lot of making sure that you don't get hit. And normally we pick up that chest, but in the new routing, newer to this year, we just close off that gate so we can go get the second shrine a little bit faster and just keep the combo going all the way through. Because when you open up a treasure chest, it takes your SP anyway. And in that case, you're just wasting frames because you have to reopen the treasure chest again later. So we're gonna open this back up, and this time we won't have to open the chest twice. Enemies can be a little bit tricky, but you just gotta go around them. On our way to the third shrine. I'm only at 2 health, so I have to really watch it. Like that. I might get hit. Nope, okay. But 1 health is not something you want to deal with. So what I might do is just really try to play it safe. And try to get this health, yep. Now that was a little bit slow because I'm swinging a lot, but Yamato has a lot of good hitboxes that she can just put out in front of her, and that way, even when she's running, she can be a little bit safer. And making use of that, so I actually have to be focused for this part. So, did a cutscene skip there. I don't know if I made it. Oh no, we did. Cool. So it's the same idea as the first bridge skip in level 2. We did it again there and picked up another secret to refill our SP. And we've activated the final boss door. We are on our way. So the final boss, the first phase, is actually one of the most difficult fights in the game, I would say. but the second phase of the final boss is really more cinematic. I mean, there are a lot of very safe spots for Yamato, specifically 2B. This little corner, we actually will never get hit by one of these bullets. Or at least, not that I have ever seen. That first orb's always going to come from the top. Now the second phase of orbs will be random where they go, so that's bad RNG. Other than the enemy spawns, there's not a whole lot of RNG in the game. That was good RNG, and then we just go back to our safety spot. And this will go in a circle right around the screen, and then counterclockwise, and then clockwise again. And we are at the final boss. Now, like I said, this is a lot more cinematic than anything else, but you can still lose time here. It's still very possible to lose time. So we're introduced to this special gate, or glass, or whatever you want to call it, but you have to use your special on it. And so the challenge is getting enough SP between rounds, and he brings back all of the bosses from the game and uses them in new interesting gameplay ways. We're just gonna wait here until that glass comes again. He's trying to get in my way. He was trying to snipe me. And now we have some new stuff. He shoots a giant laser, but it's pretty clear it's just gonna get bigger, so you just kind of stand off to the side. Some swords. Now Yamato's hurt box, actually all the characters' hurt boxes in this game are really, really tiny. So you can actually dodge a lot of the stuff that he's throwing at you very easily. And then he's gonna try to crush us. We just go to the center and we wait for the special glass. And now time will be when we touch the final shrine. (22:23). Like I said, the world record is 21:49. That is set by yours truly. This is a really great game. It's really good casually. There's a really good amount of replay value for how much the game is. It's $4.99. It's on the eShop, it's on Steam, it's on Xbox One and PS4 store now. So you can buy it anywhere. And I would really love to see it another GDQ. AGDQ specifically always means so much to me because it's Prevent Cancer Foundation. My mother went through breast cancer twice, once when I was really little in kindergarten, and another time when I was in college. So it's really affected our lives and it's really affected her. So it's always great to see good people putting money towards a good charity. And I really hope this game makes it in. Thanks for all of your time and consideration, and I hope you have a great day.